Hello, Adam Troy here. Adventures in Paradise, where we discuss things that are relevant. And right now, what's relevant is the global upheaval of our whole civilization, our whole economic civilization. I'm a derivative of the 70s. That can be another discussion. So the way I think and act are consistent with that. And that's where I come from. So I've always been under a system that's been decoupled from gold. Always been under a system that has been giving away our factories and our jobs to third world countries. So now, before this, you're always like, well, who is the deep state, and what were and who are these people? And it turns out it's a network of liberal black cash that's hidden all over the world. And it starts over in Brussels and has arms over into Canada and all across the whole of Europe. The Russians fight against it. The Chinese fight against it. We use it like it's a parasite on our back. It's been controlling the whole economic system since the 50s. So that's what I see is going on. I see Trump making deals with the Arabs, where prior to that you would have thought those countries weren't our friends. But indeed they must be, because if you look at the Trump portfolio and what they're doing as a company, what Eric Trump and Don Jr. are up to, you should take a look at that. Because that tells you right there what, they must feel real solid about what's going on in the Middle East. So we're seeing the old system being taken out and the new system being put in. It's no different than any of the programming systems that we've all been put through our jobs, whether they're accounting systems or their inventory systems or their sales systems. These systems take a little bit of time to come into place before the old system is totally thrown out and never to be used again. And that's where we're at with everything, our banking systems, our governments. There's opportunities abound for the United States, and the opportunities for all of North America are immense if the people do what's right for them. Like the Canadians and the Greenlandians, they could become Americans. And in the end, I believe that's what will happen. That is Trump's main plan, I do believe. And he's playing that like a Stradivarius. I mean, right from day one, they should be the 51st state. Then he lets that, maturate and Now we have all the Canadians and the whole of Canada are on freaking YouTube, basically crying the whole we're indifferent to you. That's how we're treating you, which is kind of fair considering what y'all have been up to for 80 years over there, taking advantage of us. And then building you've built whole industries around it. All the while not giving the taxpayer, the Canadians, anything but higher taxes. I have no idea what it's funding, but it doesn't seem kosher to me. You have no military. You have no border security. You have no port security. What are y'all doing with your money? This is where we find ourselves. And it's really interesting. It's really interesting how the art of negotiation and the power of economics sway things in the end. It's not bullets. And for Trump to be the first president to really realize what the power of the total purchase power of the American people are and what that means to these other markets is genius. Hello. Why didn't anyone else think of this? Here we are. We have we've shot 15 bullets off. And we've crippled the Iranians. We haven't shot a bullet off yet. The Russians it's a disaster. Financial crisis every day over there. What I hear yesterday that I thought was interesting about that is they had a drone strike that hit their airlines, but it just didn't hit the airlines. It also hit the servers for all the people that have pensions and are on medical, and it slammed into that server for people that are on disability, things of that sort. Those servers all got hit too. So this is real bad. It's way worse than just the planes. So, in hindsight analysis, over a year ago, I was watching this Eric Weinstein guy on YouTube, basically talking about asymmetrical warfare and what that looks like and what World War III would look like, and it's not going to look like World War II. And we are in World War III. We are. We have been for over a year. Last half year of Biden's presidency, I would say that we definitely are in World War III now. And this is what it looks like. And it could go hot. And it's like, why was Keir Starmer over in Scotland? They already had their trade deal. It's in place. The Europeans, signed their trade deal with Trump the day before. Why was Keir Starmer there? Y'all are smart. It wasn't to walk around the golf course together and walk up and down the stairs of Air Force One together and walk in like they're holding hands step in step. That was symbolistic. And it wasn't for us as the consumer. It was for Vladimir Putin. That is where we're at. That's what that meeting was about. I don't know why the press doesn't pick up on that. That yesterday, another thing that happened yesterday that was missed by the mainstream media is there's an intermediate ballistic missile shot off by Russia. They knew exactly what it was. The Russians called us before they shot it. I don't know how much time they gave us, but I don't think it was much. And then they shot it just to say it doesn't have a nuclear weapon on it. That's what Stalmer was over there for, because we're big bro. We are the big bro. So little bro came over, stand next to big bro, to tell the bully over there to shut his damn mouth. All right. I'm going to finish up my coffee. I'm going to go do my chores now, and you all should too. Have a good day.